Today I'm going to name the best active player at their respective age, and after that I'm going to rank them all tier list style, baby. Ages will vary from 16 to 39, which means that there will be 24 players in this tier list. So, starting off, the best 16-year-old in the world is Diego de Dura Palomero. The German-Chilean youngster is the only 16-year-old in the world top 1000. The lefty Diego has already beaten multiple top 400 players and played in a few challenger tournaments as well. His tennis idols are Rafael Nadal and Casper Ruud, so to no one's surprise, his favorite surface is clay. The best 17-year-old is again a German, Justin Engel. At the age of 16, Engel became the youngest man to win a professional singles title at any level since Luca Nardi in March of 2020, while the last 16-year-old man to win an ITF singles title was Jerry Shang. Also, just this week, Engel beat the former World 63 Luca Van Asch, so it does feel like the future for him and German tennis is looking promising. When I was looking at the 18-year-olds on the tour, I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of talent available at this age. Leonard Thien, João Fonseca, Martin Landeluce, Gabriel Debru, Joel Schwarzer, Nikolai Budkov-Kjaer are all players that have potential to be, at the very least, solid ATP Tour players. And even though Thien is the best player out of this group ranking-wise, I am picking Fonseca as the best player from this age group. It might seem unfair since Thien has more challenger titles and the same amount of junior Grand Slams, but Fonseca's junior major title was won coincidentally in a final against Lerner, so I guess that match is the deciding factor for my decision here. In the 19-year-old category, there are also two main leaders of the group, and they are Jerry Shang and Jakub Menchik. Again, it is a pretty tough pick, but I have to respect the fact that Jerry has won an ATP title already, so I'm picking him over Jakub. For the 20-year-olds, there is a clear-cut winner, and it's Artur Fils. Two-time ATP 500 champion does not have much of a serious competition in this age group. I would love to say that there is any uncertainty in terms of who is the best 21-year-old in the world, as Holger Rune is 21, but objectively, Carlos Alcaraz is Carlos Alcaraz, so it is what it is. 22-year-olds are led by four very solid players: Lorenzo Musetti, Jack Draper, Flavio Cobolli and Jiří Lehečka. Level-wise, they are pretty close, but Lorenzo Musetti has been on the ATP Tour for longer and he has had the better Grand Slam results in comparison to the other three guys. So Lorenzo deserves to be the best 22-year-old in the world. Jannik Sinner is 23, so yeah, that's an easy pick. In 24-year-old category, we see a battle between two guys who have had pretty underwhelming results considering their potential: Felix Auger-Aliassime and Sebastian Korda. But honestly, this decision is a no-brainer, cause Felix has obviously had a better career than Sebi. That late season run that Felix produced 2 years ago on its own is more significant than anything that Sebi has done in his career. Casper Ruud and Alex de Minaur are both 25, but again, even though their level is really similar, Ruud should be considered a better player out of the two, as he has had the better runs in the big tournaments. There are a lot of great 26-year-old players on the tour right now: Andrei Rublev, Taylor Fritz, Stefanos Tsitsipas, to name a few. This decision is probably the most controversial out of them all, but I'm picking Stefanos as the best player in this age category. Yes, if we go by the latest results, then Fritz and Rublev have been better than Tsitsi, but that's a narrow-minded way of looking at things. Me and my boy Stefanos, we are able to look at the bigger picture, and the bigger picture says that Stefanos is a two-time Grand Slam finalist, he is a three-time Masters champion, and in general his peak was higher than any of the before mentioned players. For 27-year-olds is an easy pick, as Sasha Zverev has undoubtedly had the best career out of everyone in his age group. Daniil Medvedev is in a similar situation in comparison to other 28-year-olds, so he is the easy pick here as well. 29-year-olds probably have the weakest player pool for any age, so I guess I'm going for one of the players in the world, Cam Norrie. I lied, the player pool for 30-plus-year-olds is not that great either, so I will name the players off in a quick-fire fashion. Jordan Thompson leads the 30-year-olds. The best 31-year-old in the world right now is Marcos Giron. For 32 is James Duckworth. For 33-year-olds, we finally get back to a great player in the form of Grigor Dimitrov. The big guy from Germany, Jan-Lennard Struff, is at the top of the food chain for 34-year-olds. The highest ranked 35-year-old is is Jan. Bye. But only 3 spots below him is the GOAT, Benoit Paire, so we are obviously going for him. Adrian Manarino leads 36-year-olds, and some guy named Novak Djokovic does the same for those who are 37. Everyone's favorite Gael Monfils leads 38-year-olds. And finally, the oldest player that will compete in the battle between the ages is Stanislas Wawrinka. Now let's get to the fun part, the tier list. These are the tiers. Not there yet for those who are promising but still just getting started. Who Invited Blood is pretty self-explanatory. 40-15 tier is for those who are so close to greatness but haven't reached it yet. Nostalgia is a Drug is for the old guys, and finally Goated tier is understandable as well. By the way, the players in the tier list will be put in order from worst to best. First of all, let's get rid of the younger guys like Justin Engel and Diego de Duro Palomaro. Yeah, they are not there yet, and maybe I want to even add Jerry Shang to them, but okay, maybe not. He's already an ATP title winner, so, but he's not also a 40-15 type of guy, so you know what, I'm putting him not there yet, with all due respect, but obviously he is at the top of this tier. Who Invited Blood is obviously for guys like Cam Norrie, Adrian Manarino, who else, James Duckworth, who else? Oh, I forgot João Fonseca in the not there yet tier, so let's put João here. And you know what, Artur Fils is a difficult one because obviously he's already a top 20 player in the world, but again, he's not like close to greatness. Yeah, I still put him here in 40-15, but he will probably be at the bottom of the tier for that reason. Sorry Benoit Paire, but yeah, you are in Who Invited Blood. Who else is here? Marcus Giron, Jordan Thompson, that's your place as well. And reluctantly, I will put Jan-Lennard Struff here as well. Who else is here who would fit this description of Who Invited Blood? Probably nobody. So let's move on to the 40-15 tier, where Felix Auger-Aliassime, Grigor Dimitrov, Casper Ruud, who else? Lorenzo Musetti, who is Stefanos Tsitsipas, obviously. Sasha Zverev is the most 40-15 type of guy on the tour. And then is it Daniil Medvedev? No, Daniil Medvedev doesn't fit here. Nostalgia is a Drug is obviously for the GOATs, Gael Monfils and Stan Wawrinka. And the GOATed tier is for, in the first place, Novak Djokovic. Second, Carlos Alcaraz. Third, Jannik Sinner. And fourth, Daniil Medvedev. Let me rearrange the tier now, and then you will see my true rankings from 1 to 24. Yeah, there were some changes in the Who Invited Blood tier. I put Struff a bit higher than he was, also put James Duckworth as last, Thompson a bit higher as well. In the 40-15 tier, Sasha Zverev is at the top of it, as I said when I put him in this tier. Then it's Steph, Ruud, Dimitrov, Felix Auger-Aliassime, Musetti and Artur Fils. Nostalgia is a Drug is a great tier, and obviously Wawrinka has had the better career than Monfils, so he's first in this tier. And Goated tier stays as it was. So this is my tier list ranking of players from every single age represented in the ATP rankings right now. I hope y'all like this video idea, and thank you to everyone who waited for me to come back from my disappearance. I truly appreciate you all. With that being said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, take it easy, my friend.